we actually identify with greatness so well because we all have it inside of us. When you're truly inspired to be the best version of yourself, if you can't find a way, you're going to make the way. There's one thing that's definitive in life is that nothing's going to remain the same. Control the things that you can control and celebrate the hell out of those things. Motivation is something that's very temporary. Inspiration lasts forever. It represents your goal, your dream, your calling, your purpose in life. And everyone has dreams, everyone has goals, and that is your it. You're proving it every single day. Then you're pursuing your better. You're pursuing your dreams.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're having an amazing Thursday. Can you believe it's Thursday already? Just writing something here. You can go ahead and put the eggs in there. So if you guys are on and you guys are catching me obviously live right now, drop a number 1 down below. And also, if you guys would for me, share this out. If you guys feel like, there could be any value here. And, the title of this is thankful, thankful on this Thirsty Thursday, right? 5 years ago, Thirsty Thursday meant something totally different to me than it does today. And I stress that because, listen, we're all going through peaks and valleys. We all have ups and downs. We all have moments of dark places. And then, we have hope and we see the light. And, my Thirsty Thursday now is way different. I thirst for, helping others. I thirst for, my Lord Jesus Christ. I thirst for so many different things. 5 years ago, I was thirsting for something totally different. The amazing part about that is God uses, the wicked. God uses the broken. Not that he doesn't use, great people too, but I've been very blessed to be able to find this platform to be able to come on and share with others that, may just need a little bit of positivity, may need something in life, to get them a little more positive, to get them going in the right direction. And sometimes it's just listening to something like this. Sometimes it's plugging into the right places. And I want to encourage each and every one of you guys, let you know that your journey and your story matter. And if you want to start doing lives like this, I'm going to encourage you guys to do it. Like, I know it can be scary. I can know it'd be something like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be judged, right? Like, that's what a lot of us think, even though we don't think it, right? We don't want to say it. We don't want to, admit, like, we don't want to be judged. The fact of the matter is nobody can judge you. There's one judge, and that's it. And eventually we will all face him. But nobody here can judge you. You're judging yourself. That's what's holding you back. It's not others judging you. It's you're judging yourself. You're giving a different perception before you even get started. So I wake up each day and I'm thankful. I start with gratitude. I'm thankful this morning that, I have my son over here cooking his own eggs, right? Like, I could have done it for him, right? But instead, I said, no, you do it. You crack the eggs. You put it in there. We already did school this morning. We did a Zoom, got on with his teacher. He's doing summer school right now. I'm thankful that, I get to lead in a way to not do necessarily things for him, but to give him the confidence that he can do it, right? That's what I try to do each and every day. I come on here and give you guys the confidence, give you guys the belief in yourself. A lot of times we just don't have the belief in ourselves. It's not that you can't do things. It's that you believe that you can't do those things. Believe that you can do those things. Believe that, you should be setting goals. You should be, shooting towards better. You should be doing things, that are going to create a different lifestyle, not only for you, but your family. And sometimes it doesn't have to be much. It can be a 1 degree shift. It could be something that somebody says. And the important part is just smiling at people. Like if you can just do nothing but give somebody a smile each and every day, you don't know how that could change their minute, their day, their life. So if you're just walking down the road and you're passing somebody, just smiling at them, which I know right now is tough because of all the masks and the things that we're wearing and stuff that's going on. But the fact of the matter is, like, you can still smile. Don't stop smiling under that mask, because I can tell whether you're smiling or not. Most other people can tell if you're smiling or not either. There's some facial features. When you smile, you can see it. So don't think that you shouldn't smile because you have a mask on. We have masks that actually have smiles on the outside, and we get so many different comments. Oh, I love that mask, and it's just to remind everybody to smile, right? So in these unprecedented times, with the things that are going on, what?
I put the package down and hit my feet.
So we're going through some unprecedented times right now. You can turn that heat up to 3 or 2. We're going through these unprecedented times, right? So, like, how are you doing something different? Are you falling into the process of watching the news over and over again, the fear mongering, like doing those kind of things? Or are you trying to go out and make a difference in the world? Are you trying to go out and add some positivity in somebody's life? Are you trying to, give somebody, how can I better serve you? That's how we should lead each day. Like, what can I do for you that can make a difference in your life? It's not about making a difference in my own life. My own life, by making difference in other people's lives, things will come full circle. That's not why I do what I do, but it's just part of the giving and receiving aspect of life. And if you guys don't understand what that is, there's a very big, deal between giving and receiving. So I just want to encourage you guys to go out and give something today, like actually give something to somebody. That doesn't mean physically go out and hand them something. I mean, give them something, give them the light, give them hope, give them positivity, like give them something. If you see somebody negative today, stay calm. If you see somebody out there, everybody's anxious, they're kind of getting back out, and you can feel the anxiety. If you guys can feel the anxiety when you're going out, let me know. Drop some comments down below. Hey, Kyle, what's up, brother? Drop some comments down below. Like, how are you guys feeling now that things are opening back up in your area? Are they opening back up in your area? Like, when you go out, what's the energy like around you? What are you feeling from other people? Because I can tell you this, it's a different energy right now that I'm feeling when I go out. So I'm just trying to go out as positive as I can. I'm trying to be the light in somebody's dark place. And the more you can try to do that, the more we can unite together, the more we can come together and be able to create this amazing shift in the world. It sounds big, right? It sounds like, I don't know if we can do that, but I promise you, if we link arms and we just continue to add value in people's lives and give them a little bit of something, it doesn't have to be much. Some people just need hope. Some people just need something to latch onto, right? Some people just need to know that they're good enough. Some people just need to know that they're worthy of everything that they think they're worthy of. A lot of people's foundations, myself, the way I was raised, being told that you're never going to be good enough, that you can't do this, that you can't do that, right? Like, those things weigh on people, and they weigh on people in different ways. Like, that's why I try to, teach my son over here, like, you can cook those eggs. You can do it. Like, just get on the horse and do it, right? And whatever happens, if he burns the eggs, we got more eggs. He's not going to. I got it on low heat. He's doing amazing over there. He's stirring them. What that does, that builds self-confidence that he can do these things, that he's capable of doing these things, right? And that's what we need to do. We need to continue to build that in people's lives. As you guys come on too, if you guys are catching me on whatever page you're catching me on, because I'm streaming on 5 different sites, if you could just let me know, that would really help me out down below. Some of you may be catching me on my personal page, some on Keto Everyday on Facebook, some on Keto Everyday Tips, Recipes, and more. Others on the Keto Everyday YouTube channel. Wherever it is that you're tuning in from, please just kind of let me know that. I really greatly appreciate it. And then share this out, guys. Like, you have the power to change somebody else's life just by sharing this with somebody. There's a lot of people that are in dark places right now. Walls are caving in on people. We're all stuck at home. We're in these situations where We just don't know what to do. Like, where do we go from here? So I'm encouraging you to truthfully share this out, because there's somebody that needs it. It may not be you at this particular time and moment that you need it. But I would say this: think about others, think about other people around you, because truthfully, that's what it's about. It's not necessarily about you. A lot of our journeys and a lot of the things we do in life start with us, right? And they should, because we have to be good too. But we need to soon realize and make a shift that it's about others, right? And it's how we can help others at a high level, how we can serve others to do better, be better, and feel better. It just so happens that we have an amazing product that actually kind of enhances that feeling, right? So through that process, through sharing and through some will, some won't, right? Like, this isn't for everybody. Some will, some won't. Some don't like positivity. But if we can just be the shift in somebody's life, we may not be the source for them, but what we may do is open the door or crack the door open to where they can see a little bit of light. Now they might go plug in somewhere else and they might get a little more positivity, because once you start to get positivity, once you give positivity, you start to receive positivity. So what you give, you will receive. So the more you can do that for somebody and the more you can give that to somebody, the more you're helping them flip a switch in their mindset, if that makes sense. With all that being said, guys, I meant to come to you yesterday and got busy, right? Just another excuse. I do want to say this, my journey is never over. You're doing great. Just keep stirring it. You probably put some salt on there too. My journey's never over. We're just getting started, right? I'm not the best version of myself. The last month, the walls have caved in on me. I haven't been working out. I haven't been moving. For me, stimulation of the mind, working out and doing other things like that is the most important thing for me. I need to stimulate my mind. Staying indoors, not getting out in the sun, not doing those kind of things is detrimental for me. And I promise you this is detrimental for most of you guys out there. You need to be getting out. You need to be doing something, get some sort of movement in. I'm going to encourage you to do that. So I actually have a friend staying here with us for a week or so. And, he asked me the other day, and I've been thinking about this. I'm like, how am I going to get back on the horse? How am I going to get started? I need to get back in the gym. I need to do things. And things keep coming up. And he says, hey, you want to go running? I got some new shoes. You want to go running? I'm like, absolutely. I'll definitely go running. So this morning, what happened? We went out and we went running. It sounded great 2 days ago when I said, yeah, let's go running. This morning, it didn't sound so great. I'm like, man, we're going to go for a run. I'm like, all right, I haven't run in about, close to a year, but I can tell you this, in between, I've been doing a lot of bike riding. I've been doing things of that nature to keep, keep going. But so we did, and we got on it. And if you guys check my story, you'll see how it went. We did it. We completed it. We conquered it. So in life, the thing you want to do is you want to do the things you don't want to do, right? So the things that are making you uncomfortable. I didn't want to go out for a run this morning, but I did it. And you know what? I feel better because I did. You know what that's going to do? That's going to lead into me doing it tomorrow. My left calf hurts. It cramped up. My left foot, I got these issues going on, things like that. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm going to find a way. Why? Because I know I can. And I know I'll feel better after doing it. So, wherever you guys are at in life right now, whatever it is that you're doing, when you kind of meet resistance, when you come up against something and you're like, nah, I'm not going to do that because there's a little resistance down that road. I would ask you to do this. Think about that resistance a little differently. Think about that resistance as your power. Think about if you crush through that resistance. Think about when you hit that wall and you stop. You have a decision to make. You can turn around and go back the other way, or you can crush the wall. You can push through the wall, right? And 9 times out of 10, there's greatness on the other side of that resistance. There's beauty on the other side of that resistance. But most people and most mindsets, tell us to, get back to our comfort zone. So our brains have a lot of power. These are the most powerful tools we have. And when they start to feel uncomfortable, the first thing it'll tell you is, hey, let's go back inside. Let's get out of the rain. That's uncomfortable. Like, why are we out here? Why are we doing this, right? You question yourself. And the thing about it is that's when you need to do those things. When you have that question in your mind, should you or shouldn't you? 9 times out of 10, the thing is you should probably be pushing through. Yes, sir. There's another one somewhere down there like that. Maybe over here on this one. Look over here. So those are the times I'm going to ask you to push through those things. Those are the times I'm going to ask you to do what's hard, because doing what's hard is not going to be the easy thing, but doing what's easy is going to make your life hard. Right. So, doing the easy things in life is going to make your life hard. Doing the hard things in your life is going to make your life easy. And that was just an amazing Les Brown quote that I just pulled out of nowhere. So if you're hungry, let's go. You got to be hungry. You guys know Les Brown out there? Like, he's got it. Like, it's all about being hungry. It's all about wanting more. Right. It's all about where can I go next? Like, what's next? That's what I'm thirsty for. My thirsty Thursday isn't going out and hanging out at the bar anymore like it used to be. My thirsty Thursday isn't going out and not remembering how Thursday night went, right? That's where I was. I was at a point, I've been there, done that. I'm thirsty to be more, to give more, to be a better dad, to be the best version of who God created me to be, like to be that guy. To be a better leader, to be a better inspirational guy, to be able to inspire others to do more, right? It's not about me. It's about inspiring you guys in some way, shape, or form to take charge of where you're at in life, right? And listen, maybe you're in the right spot, in life. Great. Well, you still got more. You could be in the best position that you think you're in right now in life. But I promise you this, the pendulum's always swinging. Like, remember this. Peaks and valleys. The pendulum's always going to swing. You're going to have high moments. You're going to have low moments. How do you ride those low moments? How you ride those low moments speaks to who you are. Anybody can ride the high moment. Anybody can ride the wave. Anybody can get up here and just be like, I'm on cloud 9, right? Like, woo, things are going great. Well, what do you do when things aren't going great? How do you persevere? How do you come through it? That's what true warriors are made of. Like, you're going to come through it. Like, every valley you will come through. They're all going to have different time frames. It's just a matter of, how you ride that valley, how you perform in that valley. What are you doing to make a difference in somebody else's life? Because the quicker you're in that valley and you stop thinking about yourself and why you're in that valley, because I promise you this, you're in that valley for a reason. You're in that valley maybe because it's to meet one person through that valley. You can turn the stove off now too. Look, did an amazing job on the eggs, guys, right? He's over here. Like, look at that. Look at those eggs. Didn't burn them, made them perfect. I mean, why? Because I told him he could, right? Like, he mixed the eggs. He got them out of the refrigerator. He did all that. Like, some people may be like, woo, he made eggs. But you know what? Like, that's an accomplishment. Celebrate all small victories. See me, yep, there I am. But the thing is like, celebrate those victories. It's important to celebrate too, but it's important to continue to move forward. Like, great, we celebrate. He just had made some amazing eggs. We're going to eat them together. It's going to be amazing. But what's next? What are we going to do this afternoon? We're going to conquer something else. He asked me earlier, hey, I can't reach the bowl. I can't get it. Well, yeah, you can. Don't say you can't, number one. Number two, like, figure it out. How are you going to innovate to get it? Yeah, you're a little short. You can't reach up there. But think about it. Like, it's easy to say I can't do it. It's easy to say, hey, can you help me? But sometimes we need to be reminded the help that you're giving that person is to remind them that they can do it, right? It's not to do it for them. You don't want to do it for everybody. Sometimes the most important part is helping them understand that they can do it. So hopefully that resonates with you guys. So you guys might have some friends at home right now, or you might have some people that are, some loved ones in your life that are going through a tough moment, a tough time. And if you guys are on any of the platforms, please let me know where you're coming in from. If you're on YouTube, let me know you're coming in from YouTube. Comment something down below so I know that you're on or where you're coming on from. But the greatest thing is like, you have the power, to get them. So, it's tough sometimes to help certain people that just don't want help, right? I get that. You're not going to be able to absolutely just help everybody, right? But what you can do, is you can create a positive atmosphere for them. You can create a positive spot for them to believe in themselves, right? A lot of times we lose belief in ourselves. I'm here to tell you that, we're all children of God, and he's built us all with amazing gifts. So if you're in a valley right now and you don't feel like you have a gift, you don't feel like you have anything to give, I promise you do. There's no doubt in my mind that you do. Sometimes we just need help finding that gift, right? Sometimes we just need help understanding what that gift is. And then, I say, most of the time, like when we can be thankful in the mornings for things, when we can find that gift that God has given us, now we can start to pursue a purpose. You find the gift, and then next is to find, what that purpose is with that gift, right? So I found the gift. Now what do I do with the gift? And sometimes it's going to take you down a couple of different roads. Like my gift is taking me down a couple of different roads. I've always known at a young age, I've had a gift to be a leader of some sort, right? Like I can lead. People just, would always say, hey, let's do this. And people would do it, right? So the fact of the matter is like, did I use that gift for good? Did I use that gift for bad? Where did I take that gift? And then identifying it and taking it for a purpose. Like right now I have a purpose. I have a purpose to help over 30 million people. You guys may have heard me say that in the past, and you may go, well, that's crazy. How are you going to help 30 million people? I promise you, we're well on our way to doing that. And it's not only going to happen in my lifetime. The shift that we're making and creating right now isn't something that's going to stop when I'm done. When God pulls my ticket, it's going to continue to move forward because we're leaving a legacy. We're leaving something that's going to help my kids down the road. We're leaving something that's going to help change generations. We're leaving something that's going to help their kids down the road. So we're leading a movement here to continue to make positivity louder, number one, but also to continue to think about what we're putting in our bodies. How are we treating ourselves? What's the health that what's the health of the state? What's the health of the country? Where are we at right now? We have an amazing tool that, when you start to utilize this, you start to think differently. I found this 4 years ago, and if I hadn't have found it 4 years ago, I can promise you now, I wouldn't be sitting in this spot right now doing what I'm doing, speaking to you guys. And the thing about it is some will, some won't. Some of you guys listen, some come, some go. Like that's part of life. I understand it. But the fact of the matter is, I would ask you this, like if you're in a position in life right now and you've been watching this for a while, like what are you waiting for? Like, what's holding you back? Maybe you're like, it's money. I can't afford it. I can't do this. I can't do that. Well, like, that's when you reach out and you ask those questions, right? You're like, hey, well, this is where I'm at. Like, I don't know how I could fit in. Like we answer those questions. We have phone calls all the time. We got one coming on, and I don't even know, 12 o'clock. So about 20 minutes, we have a phone call coming on. And the phone call is amazing. You're going to hear some different people's experiences. There's probably going to be 200-300 people on this call. You just listen in, right? Like these calls are available to everybody. It's just, most people won't raise their hand and take 15-20 minutes out of their day to plug an ear pod in and listen. Like, I think the reason that happens is because a lot of people, are afraid to make a shift. They're afraid to make a change. I say that a lot when it comes to church. Like, why have you never gone to church? Why don't you walk into church? Well, I don't believe in that. Well, I'm not asking you if you believe. That wasn't my question. I didn't say, are you a believer, right? You want to come to church with me? No, I don't want to do that. Okay, well, why? What do you think is going to happen? You think you might actually find something that might, create a shift, create a movement in your life? And are you scared of that? Like, ask yourself that. When you don't want to do something, why don't I want to do it? Like, question yourself. Why would I not want to? Is it because, like church is one of those things? This is one of those things. What's one of those things? That's a perception. That's not your reality. That's a perception that you've just heard things out there. Like, oh, I don't know about this. Like, do it yourself. Try it and then speak upon it. Right? Like whatever that is in life, whether it's church, no matter what I'm speaking on right now, like, if you've had a reservation about something and you're like, I don't know. Right. But it keeps coming up, but you keep seeing it. There's a reason you keep seeing it, right? There's a reason it keeps coming up. There's a reason it's in your face. Sometimes we just don't take that opportunity that comes to us each and every day. Like that opportunity may be knocking, but nobody's answering the door. Sometimes you just have to answer the door to understand what's on the other side. Like if somebody's knocking, like somebody knocked at the door, rang doorbell a minute ago. If my son wouldn't have gone over there, he wouldn't have known what it was, right? But look, it happened to be an amazing package, right? So if I hadn't answered the door, this would have sat out there. See, it says perishable. This would have sat out there if I didn't answer that door, and who knows what would have happened. If I'd have kept walking out the garage for the next 3 days, and never answered the door because the doorbell rang, I never would have got that package that was sitting there. Like, do you guys have a package that's waiting for you on the other side of a door, but you're not willing to open it to see what it is? If you are, again, I would ask you, question yourself. I'm not here to question you. I'm just here to open your mind a little bit, to start getting you to think a little bit outside the box, because I promise you this, no matter what it is in life, guys, like, you should start thinking outside the box. You truthfully should. You should start thinking with a different mindset. And what does that mean? Like, we all get kind of stuck in one way. We get stuck in the rat race of life and this and this, right? Like kind of take a moment. I have prayer cards all around here. And one of my favorite is be still. Be still and listen. Sometimes we need that quiet moment. Sometimes we need to be still. Sometimes we need to listen. We need to get in that moment. We need to treasure that moment when we get in it. And a lot of times, like, if you have a question about something, like, ask yourself about that question and then sit still and listen. Many times you'll get the answer. Whether you utilize the answer or not is up to you. But many times you'll get the answer. So I ask you guys, like, there's opportunities out there that are knocking on your door every day, that are ringing your doorbell. Are you answering it? Are you checking to see what's on the other side? A simple phone call, like, plug in. Like, if somebody's asking you, hey, you want to check this out? Like, why would you say no? Number one, like, why would you be like, nah, I don't want to do that. That's not for me. And how do you know it's not for you? My grandmother, God rest her soul, used to always tell me, like, we go to fine dining restaurants and she would take us to these places, and I was a kid, I wanted chicken nuggets and hot dogs, right? And she'd be like, here, try this. I'd be like, no, I don't like it. She goes, have you ever tried it before? And I'd say, no. She goes, how do you know you don't like it? Try it, right? Like, you got to try everything in life. Like, if you don't try it, you don't know. I can hear my grandmother right now at the table as I'm sitting there, and her trying to give me stuff and be like, try it, right? And then I'd be like, no, I don't want it, and like, but she was right. Try it. How you know you don't like it? How you know it's not going to work for you? You never tried it. And I'm glad, I appreciate you guys for always allowing me to come and do this, because that just resonated with me. That's amazing. Like, I hear her saying that right now to me, Thank you for putting her on me right now, because that's amazing. Like, how simple is that? Like, that's just the most simple thing ever. How do you know you're not going to like it if you haven't tried it? And as a kid, I was like, well, I don't know, right? Like, but I'm still not going to try it. You know what I mean? But then I would try it, and then I would find out, wow, I do like that lobster. Oh, wow, I do like that crab leg. Like, I don't like that. How you know? You never tried it. Like, and I tried it, and I actually liked it. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty amazing. So how many people out there are asking you to try something and you're like, no, that's not me? That's closed-mindedness, right? Like that's like putting your blinders on and just going, hey, all right, this is all I'm doing. This is it. And whether that's right or wrong, like, when people, and not everything's going to be for you. You might try something and be like, no, that wasn't for me. But you know what? You know it wasn't for you because you tried it, right? Like, you actually went and tried it. So now well, I'm not going to do that again. Now you have power. Now you know. And here's the greatest thing. You know what happens? Even with my grandmother back in the day, she would have me try some things that I didn't like back in the day. I was like, no way. But now, 25, 30 years later, I'll eat it and be like, man, I remember when, Graham gave that to me. I didn't like it, but now I do. Why? Because my taste buds shifted. Life changes, right? So maybe you've tried something in the past and you're like, oh, I'm never going to do that again, right? But now all of a sudden your palate's changed. You've changed as a person. You're in a different part of your life. You're in a different spot, right? So now, like, maybe try it again. You never know. Like, it might work. You might love it. You might taste it differently. You might be like, now is my time. Like, man, I love this now, So with that, guys, be thankful each and every day, please. That's what I would tell you, coming to you on, this thankful, thirsty Thursday. Again, my Thirsty Thursday 5 years ago looked way different than it is now. I thirst for many other things. I thirst to become the best person, the best version of who God created me to be. I thirst to help each and every one of you understand that you have more inside of you, that you could be better, that you could give more, that you can inspire others to make a change. Because the power of what we have here in this social media, which I hated, I never wanted social media. I said I'd never do it, right? Well, here I am today, and you guys see me now. But the fact of the matter is, like, you know, I hated it. I told you I hate it. I said I'll never get it, never going to do it. Here I am. The fact of the matter is this is a powerful platform. This is a powerful platform to be able to help others, to inspire others to do more and be more, right? Like, think about how powerful that is. You know, that's, you hold the power to create a shift in somebody's life just by sharing your story, your journey, right? And the funny thing is, and what I would say is, like, you know, like, you have the power of doing something so simple right now. And if something's resonating with you, and so many people don't do this, but like, hit the share button. Like, that's all you have to do. What you're getting right now may not be for you. Like, what you're hearing right now may not be what you needed to hear. I don't know. Like, that's up to you to decide. But it might be what your mom needed to hear. It might be what your sister needed to hear. It might be what your best friend needed to hear that has lost their job, that, you know, maybe going through a rough time with her family, or maybe, you know, she's been inside and, you know, she just has the walls creeping in on her. You know, maybe she needed to hear. Maybe this wasn't even about you. But if we stop thinking about just us, we'll start to have a different mindset and realize that you have the power to create a shift in somebody else's life just by sharing something simple. It doesn't have to be just what we're watching here. Like, you find something out there, somebody that resonates with you, that really is, you know, you're like, man, you know, I could get with that, right? Like, I could check that, you know, share that with somebody, right? If you had an amazing steak dinner tomorrow night at this restaurant, you know, what's the first thing you're gonna do? Take a picture and be like, wow, this is great. This is amazing. Why? Because you're behind a computer, you're behind a phone, and you can just put it out there and say, here, check this out. You know, a lot of people don't like physical contact, physical touch, talking to each other anymore, right? So now, like, your power is the share button. You know, no matter where, this, great, share it out. Wherever you heard something else, great. You know, maybe Ed Milet, you know, an amazing man that speaks on YouTube all the time. Go check him out. I want you guys to expand your horizon, expand your mind. These are positive people that I'm talking about. Like, go check out Ed Milet. Man, he's going to tell you how to be a warrior. He's going to tell you, you know, and lead you in the right direction. I love Ed Milet. I listen to him all the time. Like, go check him out. Instagram, Ed Milet, YouTube. Like, he's got great content. Share that stuff out. Don't just keep it to yourself. I share it out all the time. I put it out there, right? Because it resonates with me. And if it resonates with me, who else is it going to resonate with? So, you know, how to be thankful each and every morning and just wake up with gratitude. Wake up and understand that you're blessed to be alive. You're blessed to have another breath. And if you guys want that information to the phone call that's coming up in about 10 minutes, listen, plug in. Like, let me know. Drop a comment down below. Hey, shoot me the message, please. You know, it's a very simple Zoom link. You just tap it. It goes to it. Camera on, camera off, whatever you choose. It doesn't matter. Listen in and see what they have for you, you know. You might find something that makes such a shift in your life that you had no idea was going to happen. Today could be the day that you really start on a different journey, or it couldn't. Or the worst thing that happens is you took 15 minutes out of your day while you're doing other things, listening in with an earbud, and you're like, yeah, okay, no, not today. But then maybe next week, maybe 2 weeks from now. You know, never be open to trying something new. Never be open. Never be closed-minded to trying something new. I can still hear my grandmother, try this. No, I don't like it. How do you know? Have you tried it before? No. How do you know you don't like it? I don't know, right? Don't be closed-minded, guys. Like, open up a little bit. Again, drop that down below if you guys want any. Let me know. People go to church to generate business for themselves. Yeah, listen. There's a reason that NA works. There's a reason that church works. There's a reason that all these places work, right? Because it's community. There's a reason that the community works. Why does the community work? Why are there sponsors in AA? Because there's a sponsor in AA because not only is he helping others, but he's giving and receiving. He's giving by helping others, but he's receiving because it's holding him accountable. It's holding him to understand he needs to stay on the right path. Same thing with God, man. Let me tell you what, like, he keeps me on the right path. I know my flesh is weak. I know my flesh is weak. God tell me I've been there, right? You know what? But as long as I put my faith in him, as long as I put everything at his feet, as long as I say, God, I can't do this myself anymore. It's all yours. Like my heart belongs to you. Your blood is in me, running through me. Like, you know, that's where it's at. You know what I mean? That's how I stay on the right path. It's not the easy path. It's not always easy, right? It's ups and downs. Things are going to happen. But let me tell you this, like the fact of the matter is it works. Like this is what works for me. Maybe you guys have something else that works for you. Listen, share it out. If you have something different that works for you, put it on a platform and share it out. Like it could work for somebody else. I'm just telling you, I know who my great creator is. I know it. And nobody can tell me different. And I'm not here to tell you one thing or another, but I may be here to open up your mindset a little bit to be able to think, maybe I could, maybe I couldn't. Maybe this will work for me. Maybe it won't. What is your it? What is your why? Right? I tell people all the time, set goals. The one thing you may do is never hit your goal. You'll set a goal, you may never hit it, but you're always going to hit your standard. You need to raise your standards. Raise your standards every day. You're going to meet your standards. If your standards are down here, but your goal's up here, you're going to hit that standard every time. Like if your goal's here, put your standard up here. Raise it. You have to raise the bar, guys. Let's unite together. Let's continue to create positivity. Let's put, positive light on each and every day. If you guys are not positive at the moment, like find something that makes you positive, that gives you positivity. I'm going to be starting a group. I'm going to be doing a 5 a.m. club. I'm going to start getting up at 5 a.m. every morning. Does that sound fun? No, it doesn't sound fun. But it doesn't matter. You know why? I'm going to do it because it doesn't sound fun. I'm going to do the things that make me uncomfortable. So I'm going to start a 5 a.m. group, and I'm going to do a Zoom call at 5 a.m. And I'm going to allow anybody to ever check into it, put the Zoom link out there. If you guys want something like that, if a 5 a.m. accountability call would be great, be 15, 20-minute call, 30 tops. All it'll be is to plug in and say good morning. Hey, thanks for showing up, right? Like, let's get this day started. A little bit of morning motivation, a little bit of let's go. Like, everybody needs it. Like, here's the juice. Like, you know what that does? It holds me accountable for getting up at 5 o'clock every morning. The day I don't want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you know what it does? It makes me get up to get on the call, right? Because I got to show up. You got to get up to show up. And that's what I'm going to do. So if you guys want to, tap into something like that, let me know. We'll put thousands of people on there. I don't care. It doesn't matter. We'll figure out a way. If the platform doesn't hold it, we will figure out a way because we have the power to do that, guys. The power is in you. The power is in you. Everything stops at you. If you're not doing something today, it's not because of anybody else. It's because of you. If you have a goal set and you don't meet it, it's not because of anybody else. It's because of you. It doesn't matter who gets in your way. None of that matters. What matters is you are the only thing that's holding you back. So appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Again, I love and appreciate you guys always tuning in, and have a blessed day, and keto every day. And if you guys need anything, if you want to know the call, I'm going to jump on it in 5 minutes. I'm going to be there. I'm on every call. You know why? Because somebody always says something that resonates with me. Somebody always says something that reminds me of, man, I got to keep sharing this because it's changing so many people's lives on a high level. Like, if you want to be in on a call like that, just listen in, say, hey, drop the link down below. You can listen in around the globe. We just opened up 17 countries in the UK and the EU and the Europe area over there. Like, you can listen wherever you're at. Get in where you fit in. So appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Let me know if anybody wants a number. If you don't, that's fine too. We'll talk again tomorrow. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Keto every day. Arrivederci.